on, my wildlife people? So this video is what to do if you've been bitten by a snake, and as you can see, it's just happened to me. Alright, what is going on, my wildlife people? So before we start this video, I just want to say a few things. I don't like to tell people that snakes will bite you. Snakes are not man-eaters. They're just wild animals, and biting is their only mode of defense. And that is what they do. Humans can bite too, but we choose to bite food. That's what we eat. We eat food. Snakes are the same way. The only difference is that their defense and their way of eating is the exact same thing. Which comes with, why would a snake bite you? A snake is going to bite you for two reasons. If it thinks you're an enemy, and if it thinks you're food. So if it thinks you're an enemy, let's just set a scene. Wild snake in the wild, and you pull up on it and you want to hold it. It's never seen a human in its life before, ever. Imagine some huge being coming up and picking you. What are you gonna picking you up? What are you gonna do? You're gonna fight it. You're gonna try to get away. That's the same thing this snake is doing. So it's gonna bite you. It's gonna bite you. It's gonna try to do whatever it can to get away and survive. A snake's main goal is survival. Now that's if it's afraid of you. Another reason a snake might bite you is if it thinks you're food. These guys are pure intelligence. Everything goes on in their head. Their tongue takes information, brings it right back into the head. They're constantly taking things in because they're always aware of their surroundings. They're always trying to survive. So if it thinks you're food, it's going to try to eat you. It's going to try to want to eat you because that's taking it in. It's going to take in that nutrients. Well, why would it think it's food? Well, snakes work to get food in three different ways, really. Eyesight, smell, and some snakes have heat pits. Well, we are as hot as rats. Our body temperature is very similar to rats, so just our body temp, just through that, we're gonna look like a rat. Now through sight, snakes' eyesight, it works really well. They can see things, but plenty of snakes can live without eyes, so it's not really their main source of being able to determine if it's a rat or not. So if you're as hot as a rat, but the big thing that it really needs is you need to smell like a rat, or you need to somewhat smell like something that it's going to be wanting to eat. Now in this video, I get bit by a king snake, and it's a new king snake. So my first thought, I just thought it was gonna strike me, we're gonna call it a day. But this was a food response. So for whatever reason, this guy thought I was food, and I picked him up and he bit me. Casual amateur hour mistake. So that's what you're about to see right now, is how to unlatch a snake off your hand after getting bit. But I just wanted to talk about that real quick. Snake can bite you. It has a mouth. Deal with it. If we're going to be taking care of these animals, we got to put up with that. But they don't always bite you, and there's reasons to why they bite you. So I just want to let people become aware of kind of like the risks of keeping a snake, but it's not that bad. I rarely get bit. I'm used to it though. I've just been doing this for quite a while, so I've had a few bites, but it doesn't happen all the time. When you bring snakes home as pets and you take care of them and you hold them, they're not going to bite you. They're going to become sweetheart pets. So this is just one of those times where you get a little glimpse of that wild animal in them. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, my wildlife people? So to preface this video, don't ever try to get bit by animals. This is purely for education. This is what to do if a snake bites you. I have one of my snakes right now who's in kind of a mood, and I'm gonna push him a little bit to get bit, just to show you guys what kind of happens when you get bit by a snake, because it's not that bad. It's a lot worse than it looks like, and simple. I'm used to it, dude. I've been doing this for a long time. I don't mind getting bit, but if you're gonna be taking care of a snake, it's one of those things that you're gonna have to get used to, and it happens. So I'm gonna show you how it works, and you're gonna see some fun. So there we go. He's bitten me. And so this is a feeding response. So snakes will bite for two reasons: if they feel threatened or if they're hungry. Other than that, if you don't smell like a rat and you're not hurting a snake, it's not gonna bite you. They're not gonna chase after you. They're not vicious. This is just what happens. But if you're in this hobby and you're taking care of snakes, this might happen every once in a while, and you might not know what to do. As you can see, he's got me pretty good. What I usually do is I just wait it out. sometimes it gives them like 10 seconds and they'll figure out that I'm not food. Let's see, with this guy being a king snake, he might hang on for a little bit longer. But for some people, this might not be the most comfortable thing that they want to do on their Wednesday afternoon. But this is a feeding response. A snake is going to bite you for 2 reasons, and there's 2 different modes of biting you. So there's going to be a strike, and that's a real just, that's all they're going to do. They're going to strike at you. They might get you, but they're not going to latch on like this. But this is a feeding response right here. He wants to eat me. He thinks I'm food. And snakes base their decisions on food off of 2 things: smell and heat. If I smell like a rat and I'm hot like a rat, I'm food. All right, that's how these guys work. So obviously I was either hot like a rat. I'm already hot like a rat, I know that, and I must have smelled like a rat because this guy really wants me. And so what you really want to do in this case is just bother him, try to make him forget that he's eating you. If it hurts, you know, deal with it. You take care of snakes, you kind of signed up for this. But if it really hurts, like if it's a big snake, you need help, get somebody to help you, start screaming. With a small snake like this, if you're used to it, it's not that big of a deal. But I don't really care, so I'm not gonna try to force this guy off of me that much. I'm just gonna try to get him to let go, just like that. And he is just working for this food. These are why I love king snakes. This is all food motivation, and he's just not letting go. Alright, so if messing with them and really trying to distract them from eating is not going to work, use water. So this isn't going to drown the poor guy, so don't worry about that. We're basically going to turn it. Just try to spray their face. No? You want to hang on? I'm getting my floor real wet. This is literally record breaking how long I've had a snake bite me. Like, this is crazy. I've always wanted to do a video like this because I think it's important for people to see that I'm still alive and breathing, but I didn't think it was going to be this hard. Alright, so we finally got that off. I had to use some pressure. That got ugly. He's going to try and get me again, isn't he? Alright, well, here at Ponte's Pythons, we kind of educate by example. Don't ever try to get bit by a snake on purpose. If it happens, there's a few things you can do. Try to get it, just mess with it. Try not to let it bite you again. He's really going to want me again. I'm going to put him back and then we'll wrap up this video. Man, that was crazy. Now that we got that taken care of, I just want to say I never wildly thought in my dreams that that would be that bad. But that was just literally supposed to be a simple video. That was wild. That's why I love king snakes. They're food motivated. That was a 100% food motivated bite. He wanted to eat me because he thought I was a rat. Now that's what people have to remember. That's why I wanted to do this video. Snakes don't eat people. They don't go out and eat people. They're not going to be eating people. But if it bites you, it does happen. They can mistake you for food. If you go home with your rat that you go home to feed your snake, and your hand smells like a rat, and you go to hold your snake, bam, it'll bite you. You're messing with its head. It thinks you're food. You get a new little baby snake or even a big adult snake, and they're scared of you, and you go in and you try to hold it, bam, it's gonna bite you. You have to remember these things. You gotta remember when you're doing these things. They will bite you. They have mouths. It's their only mode of defense, people. You gotta remember that. They're not doing anything wrong. Humans do it. We just evolved. We use sticks and stones, and now we use guns. So, but again, what to do when a snake bites you? Move its jaws, try to mess with it, use water, use tongs, try to maneuver it, try not to hurt any of its teeth, try not to rip your skin. But hey, at the end of the day, this is why I did this video. I just got bit by a snake, and I'm fine. Alright? I'm fine. Just fine. You guys, thank you for watching and have a beautiful rest of your day.